Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
Taco Bell expands out their ever-popular Cravings Value Menu yet again with a new loaded entry, now available in both regular and spicy varieties. And since you've clearly seen the title to this one, you know we're going in on the Spicy Loaded Nacho Taco and what looks like a pretty decent value for $1, guys. This thing is pretty loaded for sure. Let's take a look on the inside of the typical flour tortilla they use for their soft tacos. Looks like about 5 or 6 of those sliced jalapenos, the pickled jalapeno variety. We've got that seasoned ground beef, a nacho cheese sauce, some shredded cheese, we've got some lettuce, and some of these Southwest chips that are supposed to feature some different flavors, including tomato, garlic, and lime. So for an extra added crunch, that's looking pretty good. But man, I gotta say, for $1, like I said, not bad whatsoever, guys. Can't wait to get into the flavor of this one. It looks really, really tasty, the typical Taco Bell goodness, with the exception of these new chips here, right here. Looking forward to that. Let's get into it and see if it delivers in the flavor. This is the all-new Spicy Loaded Nacho Taco from Taco Bell. Let's peep out this flavor.
Yeah, this is a hefty little sucker for just $1, and the smell of those sliced jalapenos is awesome right now. Let's dive in. It's the Spicy Loaded Nacho Taco from Taco Bell, and I've got a bunch of jalapenos right in the front. Here we go. Wow, right off the break, I'm getting a lot of nice sizzle from those sliced jalapenos, combining very nicely with all the familiar flavors from Taco Bell. This is pretty much what I was expecting it was going to taste like, guys. I mean, I've had soft tacos here at Taco Bell pretty routinely, so that flavor is very familiar. So the main thing with this one, obviously, for me, is easily going to be those jalapenos added to it. And I have to say, with these chips, I'm not really getting any flavor from them except maybe a little extra crunch. So I see where they're going with the angle with this one, with nachos with the chips on the inside. But I think if this was really going to hold true to that, you'd have a little bit of sour cream, a little bit of guacamole to really kick this one straight up. Let's go for another bite, and we'll definitely go in for that close-up. I'm about halfway through this one, and it's still pretty loaded, with plenty of jalapenos still stretching from the middle all the way to the very back, and I really like the overall flavor that they're adding to everything. And as for the nacho angle with those Southwest seasoned chips, guys, I'm not really tasting anything above and beyond just a little bit of crunch. I gotta be honest, it's really more for texture. But if this is supposed to have lime, tomato, and garlic, it is completely lost with all the stronger flavors in this taco, but still very tasty. And speaking of those chips, let me see if I can pull this one out here at the very top just to give you a closer look, so you guys can see what I'm seeing here right now. As you can see, these are more full-size chips, and I dig the fact that there are definitely a lot more of them on the inside, and I like this texture look here. It actually looks like a little mini Dorito, but there's just no lime, tomato, or garlic to me. So I like the overall crunch that it's adding, and I get the whole nacho angle, but guys, at least they're a little bit bigger than those regular strips, and they are lasting a little bit longer too, so they're not too soggy. All right, let's put this little guy back in the front with the rest of the goodies there and go for another bite. Again, guys, $1. Not bad at all. So to close this one out before the wrap-up, let me show you what I was staring at while you guys were looking at that first cross-section shot after that initial bite. I gotta say, guys, lots of jalapenos, lots of Taco Bell goodness on the inside, and for $1, it's an absolute no-brainer. I would definitely recommend at least a couple of these guys. They're really good. Yes, sir, a pretty awesome value for $1 considering how loaded these tacos actually are. I'm really glad it's holding true to the name, guys, because like I said, even though the familiar flavor is there from Taco Bell, there's a lot of it, and for $1, like I said, you can't go wrong. And the fact that it's part of their current $5 box promo this month that also features a beefy 5-layer burrito, a crunchy taco, cinnamon twist, and a medium drink, guys, the party just keeps rolling with this one. But on the real, if you want to replicate the nacho experience, I think this one really needs to have some sour cream, guacamole, and if you're into tomato, add that pico, guys, because it really does need those 3 if you really want to do it legit. But as is, it's tasty, it's $1, and you know you're going to give it a shot. So with that said, I'm going to have to give the spicy version of the Loaded Nacho Taco here at Taco Bell a pretty decent 8 out of 10. And I really can't go much higher than that because like I've been saying throughout this review, it's the familiar Taco Bell flavor. There's really nothing new about this whatsoever, with the exception of the chips being just a little bit bigger. And while the chips stay nice and crunchy because they're larger, I have to admit the experience is better having something like this compared to the regular strips that they use in their tacos. It's the overall flavor that they're supposedly selling with this one that's a little bit of a letdown. So as for the Southwest type of flavor, I'm not really getting the lime, the tomato, or the garlic whatsoever. It's more of a textural thing, and I dig that because it's all the flavors from Taco Bell with some extra crunch and the extra spice from those jalapenos. Not bad. Now, after all you've just seen and heard, are you going to give this one a shot? Drop some comments down below and let me know what you thought of this particular version of the Loaded Nacho Taco here at Taco Bell. And hey, if this was actually more than $1, would you still give it a go? Drop those comments down below and definitely let me know. And with that, this is Ian K closing out another episode of Peep This Out, bringing you brand new content every single week here on my channel. So why you stay tuned for that next review coming real soon. In the meantime, stay frosty. Oh, Taco Bell, you do it to me every time. No matter what you may come out with, no matter what you call it, no matter how familiar it may taste, it's always still fun to check out either way. All right, guys, until next time, I'll talk to you soon.
you